Well, it's snowing again. I gotta quit teasing our Peak because he keeps sending snow my way. I think it's bad karma I'm putting out, and it's coming back to bite me, so I'm gonna behave myself. Anyway, even the birds are smart enough to stay in out of the weather today. I need to put a few more black oil sunflower seeds out there, it looks like. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of a nasty day. So what I'm doing is, I mean, this is, man, look out there. Look what it's doing. It's just blowing and nasty and cold. And, whew, I'm tired of this. So what I'm doing is making up some breakfast for the birds. My birds live kind of in the low rent district. You know, I don't spend a whole lot of money on my birds. I'm making some soot cakes though. From some peanut butter. You know, what you do is you melt down lard and peanut butter about the equal amounts. It makes this kind of a brown, slurry, ugly, baby poop looking stuff, and the birds love it. Some of them do. Some of the birds eat seeds in the winter time, and then you know, there's some birds that during the summer they live on bugs and worms and stuff like that, and they need more protein than the seed eating type birds. And I've been making up these soot cakes for them, and the black-capped chickadees, they like it. And so, you know, they need some protein. So what I've got here is I bought a couple of really ugly, cheap apples at the grocery store that I could tell by looking at them they wasn't any good. On account of I've lived here in the apple capital long enough to know what goes on with these apples. And these apples were little old, ugly, red, delicious apples that were picked too green and then held in cold storage CA rooms all winter, and then pulled out and set somewhere a long time, and they're already so mealy and they wouldn't taste very good. But the birds don't mind. They love them. Like I said, my birds, they're kind of live in a low rent district. You know, I don't spend any money. You see out there, my bird feeders are made out of old pots and pans and pot lids and different things. And I've got a few raisins and cranberries and some sunflower seeds I'm going to throw in there and mix that all up. Boy, that's starting to look good. I might have to have some of this myself. I've also got some unsalted peanuts, and they like that pretty good. And now next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dump some regular old bird seed in there, and so, you know, try to make everybody happy. And I think it will. I'm going to run out and get some bird seed right now and dump in. So what we got here is some bird seed and some black oil sunflower seeds, and boy, it's starting to look good. I'll mix that all in, get that all stirred up real good. And man, that's starting to look good. I might just have to sit down and have me a bowl of this, glass of milk, wash it down. And once I get that mixed up all real good, which it is, I pour it off into these little aluminum pans, and I think I got 4 or 5 of these at the grocery store for $1.49, and I just reuse them. And you can just set those out. Here's what they look like. I just wrap them in saran wrap and throw them in the freezer until the birds get hungry. And then when they get hungry, I take one of these out and set it outside. Now you can go buy you one of them fancy-fied, you know, soot cake bird holder feeder thingy bobber dealies, or I just use an onion sack. Actually, this one, some oranges came in it, but just one of these little net sacks, and you throw a cake of that soot in there, and my birds don't know the difference. Now your birds might be picky and they might not eat out of something like this, but mine really don't care. So that's what I use, and I pour these off and wrap them up and put them in the freezer until the birds get hungry, and that's all there is to that. So, boy, this is for the birds, isn't it?